It's your favorite part of the week. It's time for Tech Friday. Imagine big complicated intro here. There's people dancing in sparkling outfits. There's multiple jazz hands going on. There's a big title screen. And then that all fades out into me. Hi, I'm DC. Welcome to my channel. And welcome to Tech Friday. Today, going to do an update on search engines. Going to talk about some free apps. And a bunch of audio equipment I've recently found out about. It'll be a good time by all. First up, I want to talk about my search engine journey. I was using No AI, DuckDuckGo's No AI thing, but after a while I was running into the results just weren't that great for me. So I started looking around and I found one I'm going to be trying for time being called Qwant, Qwant. Let me put that in chat and do a thing. There we go. So here it is. And as you can see in the corner here, I have the settings gear, AI features. You can deactivate. You know, here you're activated by Qwant, always activated, deactivated. Interface language, filter adult content. I know why that's on. None. News on homepage. You can turn these on. Sponsored content. Open outgoing links on tab. You know, all this. And I've been pretty happy with the results because I can put in my name both ways. So DC Lasair. Qwant does this thing that verifies the device. And look, there's my YouTube, my bio link, which I don't really use anymore. But my main website, Blue Sky. And then if I put my name in as I have my handle, finds my Twitch, my YouTube, still finds some search engines. I tried a couple, don't find me right away, depending on if there's a space between DC and Lasair or not. So that's my test. That's my first test. Can I find me? So if it passes that, then I'll give it a go. And there's been a couple that haven't. So this is the one I'll be trying out for the next month or so and seeing it. And yeah, encourage everyone to give it a try. See if you like it. If it works for you, let me know. Or if you have another search engine entirely that you like, let me know and I'll give that a try too. But so far, the things in Qwant is doing that. The true test is finding oneself, right? All right, so that was just a quick update on my replacing a certain large company's search results with another search engine. Then I wanted to go into some free apps. Now, over the past few months, there's been a, let's see, who is this by? I want to give them credit because they've been making these videos. So, by a YouTuber called Explainer Chris and Explainer Guy 01. And there's been a series of videos on every free app you actually need. There were 4 parts. Well, then they did a mega combo. So they put them all together in one video. And here's that URL. We're going to go over just a few of these that I found extremely interesting. But there is a lot here. They mention Obsidian, of course, so it's got to be a good list, right? There's the full video. Bookmark it. Watch it after this show if you want to see all the apps. But the first one I wanted to look at was PDF24 Creator. And this is a free app that allows you to create PDFs. So let's see. There's that. So here's the site. You can download an installer or from the Microsoft Store. There's an online version, or you download the offline version. Everything stays on your computer, which we like. Free, no limits, offline, many features, many translations. So if you're looking for something to create PDFs with, try it out. I mean, it's free. You can always get rid of it later. All right. And hello. Let's see who came in. Puddleglum, hi. Springleaf, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Also, I want to mention Local Send, which is a really handy app. And what this does is on your own network, you can, both things have a local send, both computers, say your phone and your laptop, have a local send client. And you can just send files without having to email them to yourself or anything. It's easy. So here's their website, open source and cross-platform file sharing for everyone. They got a web version if you want, or you can download. But yeah, it send files over your local network instead of dealing with how to get something from Android to Mac. Just use local send, and it's a one-stop solution. So, and because it works over your Wi-Fi, no internet required. Now, if you're away from your Wi-Fi, this may not be the solution for you, but this is really for devices on your network, wherever your network may be. I know I run into it a lot where there's something on my phone and I want to shove it into Discord, and then I got to try to hit the phone app. I would rather just be able to easily send it to my main PC without having to go through a bunch of hoops. So definitely check that out. All right. And we're going to get into some audio stuff that I've found out about online. And to top that off, we got one more free app with a little caveat that if you want a pre-built installer for it, they ask for a little bit of payment. And this is a DAW, which is Digital Audio Workstation. And these are ridiculously powerful apps, right? And there's a lot of them out there. There's a few free ones, but this one came to my attention because of that video I shared, and it's called Ardor. There's that. So here's their website. Can get it now. It works on Linux, Mac, Windows, and these are really powerful mixing apps. If you have vocals and instruments and all that, that's what these are meant for. But that this is free or low cost is amazing. Some of these really powerful ones are hundreds of dollars. This is not. If you want to put it together yourself, get it now, and you can download and run with the Ready to Run program, or you can build it yourself with the source code, and then you pick your system and you can download it. And just a warning, as they note that the application is unsigned, so you might have to do an extra step in allowing it to run. This is pretty powerful, and if you're in the market for something like this, definitely check this out, and don't pay hundreds of dollars for one of these. There are other free ones out there. This is just the latest one that came to my attention, mostly because it's also open source, and from what I'm seeing and reading about it, it looks really, really good. So definitely give it a try if that is your thing. All right. Now, working our way into the audio realm, I saw a video just yesterday on these new wireless mics that are wireless, USB, and XLR, and they are full-size mics. Let me mute my mic a second so you don't hear me lifting up the arm. So you can kind of see the top of my mic. It's more shaped like this. It's more a desk mic that is wireless, and show it in just a second. All right. So here is the product page, and the really great thing about these is the price. But to go along with that, if you want to hear them, as I say, the best thing you can do if you're looking for a microphone is to go to YouTube, type in the brand name, and just listen to it. Now, there's a guy named Tom Buck who does a lot of audio videos. And again, listen to this after this stream, because does a full breakdown of these, and they sound pretty good. I have to say, especially, and he compares them to the mic I have here, and they're really comparable for what's going on. So let's take a look. So here it is, the PD200W hybrid podcasting microphone, only $119, usually $129, $130. Pretty good. As you can see, it has a little dongle, and you can use either wireless, so over your Wi-Fi, over USB, or XLR. And the really impressive bundle, though, and then here's the dongle plugging in. And so this works more along the lines of something like this, the Rode microphone that has the little dongle here you plug into your phone or your computer, and just an audio reminder thing in general that this thing is called a receiver, so you'll typically see RX on it, and you can kind of read where it says TX1, TX2, that stands for transmitter. So you always know what is what. You want to plug the receiving end into your computer or whatever, and then the transmitters will be your microphones. So RX, TX are pretty standard industry things if you ever see those. But the really impressive bundle here is the 2-mic kit for $230. That's 2 microphones, $230, and listening to them on that video I shared, these do sound really good. So if you're just starting off or you're looking for low-cost mics, these are going to be an excellent solution because you can plug them wireless, USB or XLR, having 2 wireless mics go. Now the one caveat with this is that much like the Rode and DJI and other versions, both these mics are going to go into one channel. So you can't have, it's not going to separate out the voices. They're both going to transmit into one channel. Now you can split that up in one mic is on the left side and one mic's on the right side, but overall you get one stereo channel. Just be aware of that. And I was pretty impressed with the sound of them, and they look good, sound pretty good. The only place that has less expensive mics that you can get that sound pretty good is a company called Fifine. I don't know how you actually say it, but I say Fifine. They have a bunch of low-cost microphones that sound pretty good, and other audio gear, other low-cost audio gear. So if you don't want to spend $120, you're looking to spend a little less and still have something that sounds decent, take a look at them. But I'm gonna highly encourage these Maano. I'm not sure how to pronounce the company name. Apologies. Microphones. They're pretty good. And along with that, we just have a plethora of audio gear to talk about. Thanks to Brian for pointing out Urban Bohemian this to me. These new Sennheiser's new Momentum True Wireless 5 headphones coming out. This article is courtesy of The Verge. Let me get the right link in there. There you go. And take a look. These sound impressive. Now, the neat thing is that these are easily replaceable batteries. You just need a screwdriver. So if you notice the charge isn't lasting as long, just replace the battery. All you have to do, they come out September 3rd for almost $300. So they're a lot, but there's 5 color options, and it's neat that there are replaceable batteries, and these reportedly will be an upgrade to the 2024 version, the Wireless 4, that apparently had some problems with it. So I'd look at these, wait for them to come out and people to have reviews on them. But still, the replaceable battery makes it a real interesting proposition for earbuds. All right. And then now that we've gone through microphone and earbuds, what about recording? Well, podcast recording can be done with Video Ninja. They have if you go to video.ninja, you'll see 3 lines at the top. Then you'll have a little arrow key. You hit that little arrow caret going down, and a whole bunch of other options come out. And one of those is for podcast. And I'll show you what that interface looks like in a moment. But if you want to go right to it, it's here. Now, in the past, I've talked about trying to use Video Ninja for actual plays, and I've never had a problem with the audio. It's always been the video. Now, I haven't tried Video Ninja for an actual play or for multiple people in a couple years, and my understanding is, that's improved. So I should give it a try again just to see. However, never had a problem with the audio coming through. So there is a podcast version. I don't know how long this has been around. I was looking at various solutions, and I'm like, wait, you have a dedicated podcast thing? And I'm like, yeah, cool. So let's go to a different window. Dun, dun, dun. And this button. So here it is. This is the interface. And you can enable or disable host input. So right now, since I'm the host, I've enabled my input. This will disable it. I can mute myself as well. And then the other people that I send a link to, I've hidden my link. It's under guest invite. So if I was to hit this this plus sign, you'd all see the link and everything, and this is just for a demo. So you can set up how you're capturing, if the guest can back up, save after stop. You can always download. As you can see, I did a test earlier, and I can just download that WAV file right from here. However, I also have it set up so that it records to a local folder, and I have a local folder called Video Ninja Audio, and so when I'm done recording, they all go here. But notice you can also connect Google Drive or Dropbox or something called Icecast. I'm not sure what Icecast is. And under guest invites is a bunch of other options. You can create session markers as you go through, and yeah, when everyone's ready to record, you can capture audio or audio and video. I just need audio here. Hit start recording, and here we go. You can see as I'm speaking, it's getting my voice and give me my little WAV file here. And so you'll have multiple guests come on down. And also what's great, a lot of times I'll talk about you need backroom communication with people. So there's a chat right here. You can enter a message, and if there's problems or issues or anything, you can do send, and now you see the hi over here. You can pop this out if you want, put it on a different monitor. But yeah, if you're looking for a way to do a multiple group podcast, I would definitely suggest giving this a try. It works in a browser. So, and usually Video Ninja likes Chrome. You can probably get away with some other browsers at this point, but usually Chrome is his most friendly. So yeah, I really like this. Once I got set up, I'm like, okay, this is really neat. And then I listened back to the recording. It sounds pretty good too. And then when you're done, just hit stop recording. Again, you can make markers, stop recording. And so now I can download this WAV, but it also saved the content to this folder. So yeah, hi Brian, welcome on in. We just talked about the headphones you sent the link to in the Discord, so thanks for that. Yeah, so I thought this was a pretty neat product by Video Ninja. I was about to say Video Ninja team, but the team is one person basically. Made a bunch of apps. So yeah, I really want to try this out and someday I'll get a podcast going with guests, and I think this is the solution to use because it's free, and from just me testing it works pretty well. All right, and to wrap things up, switching gears, I made a product, y'all. You can buy it off my Ko-fi shop. It's or coffee shop, or however you want to pronounce it. So that link right there will take you to this handy space where for $3 you can buy the campaign, adventure, session, encounter outlines. And there's an Obsidian Vault version, which I have set up with databases that you can use. And there's plain text, and then just the markdown files themselves. There's README instructions everywhere. So yeah, if you're looking to organize your campaign, your adventures, your sessions, or encounters, check out my outlines. They're pretty great. I put a bunch of work into them, taking a look at various, planning campaign and adventures things, and just came up with my own system for it, which I'm calling Case. And so, yeah, once you get it, feel free to put it into any software that you world build in, and get your campaign, adventures, sessions, and encounters all planned out. And I'll be doing a YouTube video eventually going through some of the features. Sirius, hello, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. Things are getting serious, indeed. Good to see you. We're just getting into wrapping up Tech Friday here, so thanks for bringing your folks on over. And I'm gonna plug myself one more time, or my product here. So if you want to organize your tabletop role-playing game campaigns, I have a bunch of outlines you can use. Buy it there. It's only $3, and you support me and all the things I do. And feel free to copy and paste the outlines into your favorite world building software, or use them as they are, however you want. Yeah, and I would love it if you took a look at them. All right, so that will wrap it up for Tech Friday for the week. Thank you all so much for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, click over there for more Tech Friday, or there, or to subscribe. And like and subscribe while you're here. Thumbs up. That helps me out. I'll see you next week.